Every time when I see the students coming to or from a university, I catch myself thinking how much I want to know about the system of education in different countries. So do you, I suppose. And just because of the fact that I have a background of a tutor of one of the technical universities in the country, I want to tell you a couple of words about the system of education as well as the students' life in the country. In 2003, Russia signed the Bologna Declaration. Since that time, the system of higher education has been divided into two stages. The first stage is called a bachelor's degree, the second one is a master's degree, 4 years plus 2 years, so everything was very much flexible. You could change the university as well as the faculty after the first stage, and some students had an opportunity to continue their education abroad. But since the war broke out, the country has been expelled from the agreement, and now we have no comment on the future plans from the authorities. The main language of studying is Russian, of course, with some exceptions if we speak about the English language, but these exceptions are not widely spread. If we don't speak about the faculties where studying languages is the main activity. Before 2003, all the students studied 5.5 years and took a specialist's degree, and I'm among them. From my point of view, it was more difficult to enter university just because each university had its own entrance exams. And I couldn't pay for my higher education just because the first higher education was absolutely free of charge, but difficult to enter. As for my experience as a tutor, I should say that I really appreciated my students. Just because it was a non-stoppable process of enriching each others of different items, just because the students are on the cutting edge of different technologies all the time, but it was not about earning money at all. I had about 12 classes a week, and my salary was about $600 per month. Frankly speaking, it is not enough to live in Moscow. To enter university now, you are to take three final exams, and for each subject, you will be given some points. Summarizing these points, you will learn your final score. You can be given some extra points if you have any achievements in sports or in academic competitions, and the final score will be judged by the university you want to enter. The system of interviews and the letters, I mean the motivational letters, is not so much developed as it is in other countries, and it is not so often when you can be asked to write such kind of a letter and to take part into interviews. Probably the exceptions are the faculties if you want to take up some creative profession. In this case, you are to take part into some creative competitions in drawings, taking photos, making cartoons, making different kinds of plaster forms. And these competitions are arranged by the university you want to study in. Good students can take up a postgraduate course. It takes them 3.5 years more, and it will be a candidate of sciences degree that can be compared with PhD in Europe. The highest degree in the country is a full professor, and frankly speaking, it takes years just because you are to create some theory, to some fundamental work, and have your own followers. I said nothing about full-time courses, part-time courses, and some correspondence departments. Frankly speaking, not each university has these variants, but some of them. At the same time, we have the system of a private education in the country, but unfortunately, the private universities don't have the preferences of the state universities. For example, in private universities, you don't have training departments for military officers. That means that the education can be interrupted for a year, and the student should do his military service. Only men, of course. And of course, we can't speak about any scholarships in private universities just because the education is not free of charge at all. See you!